I'm here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. It's time for your local weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over now to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Good Friday morning. I'm Kelly Rawson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Hopefully you have the rain gear for today. Widespread rainfall, heavy at times expected for southern middle Tennessee as the remnants of Helene swirl through the Tennessee Valley. It will also be breezy for the rest of today. A flood watch is in effect for southern middle Tennessee as well as a wind advisory. So keep that in mind. We will continue to see rain swirl through for the morning, eventually becoming a little less widespread and a little less heavy by the afternoon, but we will continue to see rain still in the area through the afternoon and evening. That is one change to the forecast. We originally were thinking we would start to dry out by Friday afternoon, but it is looking like we are going to hold on to the moisture for the rest of today, so you will need the rain gear for the entirety of your Friday. For the rest of the weekend, expect breezy conditions to continue for Saturday with a slightly lower rain chance, scattered showers still in the area, and we will hold on to a little bit of moisture for your Sunday with a chance for some scattered showers and storms as temperatures finally warm up. We are only going to reach the upper 60s for today as well as tomorrow, then we're back to the mid 70s by Sunday. A few more lingering thunderstorms for your Monday, and then we dry out by Tuesday as we warm up a little bit into the upper 70s.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day here at Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is right here below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stefanie.
Good morning. Hi, kids. Hot tea.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, I'm standing outside of a Tennessee family favorite. Yep, the Nashville Zoo. There's always something going on here, whether it be a happening or a new creature, an animal, a reptile for us to visit. We have the pleasure through Main Street Media of Tennessee getting an inside look and information from inside the zoo through a show called At the Zoo with Jim Bartu, co-hosted by Devin O'Day. Well, this week they sit down with the zookeeper to talk about one of their reptiles that you can visit. We'll have that for you coming up a little bit later in the show. Then at the end of today's Mornings on Main Street, you'll hear about a Harry Potter event happening this weekend in Clarksville. It is Magic in the Park, and we have all the details for you, and I'll go ahead and share now. If you're into Harry Potter, you might want to make it out to this, and I promise you they have a contingency plan if the weather is not favorable for things to be happening outside, but we'll have that for you at the end of today's show. But first, let's get a check of our headlines.
Hello, here's the latest news and weather from Main Street Media TV. The Tennessee Department of Transportation has opened 2 new lanes on Interstate 65 in Robertson County, 7 months ahead of their original April 2025 completion date. The Pulaski Police Department is considering implementing body cameras and new tasers, with the proposal set for discussion at the next Pulaski Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting. The 4th annual Clarksville Hispanic Heritage Latin Festival at the Wilbur Rudolph Event Center drew an estimated 5,000 to 7,500 attendees, featuring vibrant music, dance performances, authentic Latin cuisine, and colorful cultural displays. In a recent court appearance, it was decided that the case against Russ McCamey, Summertown resident and owner of the infamous McCamey Manor, accused of domestic abuse by his girlfriend, will not be prosecuted at this time. The Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee recently announced grants amounting to $2,803,889 benefiting 438 nonprofits, including a $1,500 grant for the Discovery School Library to enhance student engagement. For more news and weather, visit us online at mainstreetmediatn.com. Thanks for watching.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
Hi, I'm Riley, a certified physician associate here at Premier Foot and Ankle Centers of Tennessee. We have a couple locations, Murfreesboro, McMinnville, as well as Franklin. We treat people of all ages. We're excited to get you back on your feet and hope we can help you today.
Call us today to schedule an appointment. We look forward to seeing you.
Because here at Premier Foot and Ankle, we believe that
the journey begins with happy feet.
He shoots, and he scores!
Welcome back. In addition to Mornings on Main Street that you can find here Monday through Friday, Main Street Media of Tennessee produces a number of other programs, one being At the Zoo with Jim Bartu, co-hosted by Devin O'Day. This is a monthly program that they drop to give us an inside look into the zoo and some information that you might not get otherwise. Well, today I share with you their sit down with zookeeper Hope Kennedy, who introduces all of us to what's commonly called the spiny tail lizard. Here's Jim and Devin with more with zookeeper Hope Kennedy.
Okay, let's be real. It's the animals everybody comes to the zoo for.
Oh, bless you.
Bless you.
Yeah. Are you allergic to uromastics?
I might be allergic to uromastics. I didn't, they don't even have hair, I don't think. Well, it is time to introduce you to first Hope Kennedy is here. And Jim, this is an Egyptian uromastic.
That's a big word. That's a crossword puzzle word. Uromastics.
She's a lizard.
She is. So if uromastics is a little hard to say, you can call her a spiny-tailed lizard as well. That's kind of the common name for these guys. So she belongs to a group of lizards called uromastics, but specifically Cleo has this lovely spiny tail.
Does it is it spiny? Like she uses that as a defense?
Yeah, she uses it kind of like a club. So she'll whip it around for predators. So it definitely is quite spiny. We have to kind of watch out for it when we're handling her. I will say I can run my hand down it this way and it's okay, but if I run my hand up it, it's gonna scratch me up pretty bad.
Ooh, wow. Oh. Okay. And now it looks like these animals would be found in the desert. They're Egyptian uromastics.
Or so Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I'm assuming like the desert. Is that correct? Or?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So anywhere in northern and northeastern Africa, as well as the Middle East, they love the sand and also some rocky areas as well, but
Gotcha.
Those arid climates for sure.
Very arid climates. Now, it's about a bazillion degrees outside today. Is the heat something that they're very used to as well? Or are they, because I know that in the desert can also get very cold at night, are they very used to those drastic temperature changes?
They typically prefer the heat, so they are diurnal animals, so they are awake during the day. They'll kind of absorb as much heat as they can to get them through those colder nights, but they will kind of hunker down into burrows at night.
Gotcha.
Something super cool about their heat regulation is that they actually will change colors a little bit.
Wow.
So not as dramatic as like a chameleon.
Right.
But on a day as hot as today, you might go outside and think, I don't want to wear black today. That's going to heat me up a little too much. So if she's feeling particularly chilly, she might turn like a darker gray.
Oh, okay.
Whereas if she's really warm, she can turn like a paler, whitish, tannish color.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. And now, are they endangered? Kind of, what's their status in the world?
Yeah, their IUCN Red List status is vulnerable. So unfortunately, they do have some population declines. That is typically due to, they're often captured and killed for medicinal use. Uromastix oil is pretty common for a lot of different medical treatments.
Wow.
That and the pet trade as well, because it's really hard to breed these guys in captivity. So a lot of the time when those pet resources are trying to source their Uromastix, the easiest thing for them to do and the cheapest thing for them to do is to get them out of the wild.
You know, I was going to ask about that. How do you, do you have a breeding pair here?
We do not in our department. Cleo actually was a former class pet. So we kind of got her secondhand that way. Because as you can tell, she's very opinionated about her surroundings. She wasn't a huge fan of that class pet life. She said it is too many children for too many hours of the day. She does a lot better here at the zoo where she only has to be like up close with people for, 20 or 30 minutes a few times a week.
During segments when she might be on TV, we have to drag her out and put her on a black tablecloth and talk about her.
She doesn't seem to mind
She's
it too
reaching
much
the
today.
limits of her. She's about ready to go back to her trailer. And
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She does. And what does she eat?
She is primarily an herbivore.
Good.
So here at the zoo, she eats a lot of greens, seeds, lentils. Lentils are her favorite. But out in the wild, they are also cactus eaters. So yeah, she's got these really strong, big cheek muscles so that she can bite through the walls of cactus. And that's actually going to be her main source of water as well as just the plants that she eats.
Do you have to worry about them biting you?
No, honestly, whenever I handle her, the biggest thing I have to watch out for is that tail, because if she gets upset, she will start to kind of like wave it around and whip it.
And is she like some other lizards that if they feel really threatened, they might drop the tail, they might like lose the tail to try to get away?
She doesn't have the ability to drop her tail, but I will say she does have another really interesting defense mechanism for if a predator is like on her tail almost. If she's in her burrow, she actually has the ability to kind of inflate her body a little bit to wedge herself in, so it's harder to get her out of that burrow. You can see she's got these nice wrinkles.
Like
that'll
blowing
give
up
her,
like a puffer fish kind
Right,
of.
Yeah,
right.
for
Get her out of her
sure.
burrow.
Yeah, I have that ability too, but it usually revolves around ice cream and lots of it.
And those Reuben sandwiches, like they serve it to
Reuben
scream and
sandwich,
give it.
That's right.
Well, she is just, you never think about it. She literally looks like a dinosaur from Jurassic Park or one of those movies.
Do we know how long they live and things like that?
Yeah, somewhere around 15 years or so
wow,
is typical
okay.
for them.
They live quite a while.
Yeah,
And
Cleo's about 8.
when they have babies, do they lay eggs or is it live born?
They do lay eggs,
Lay
yeah.
eggs.
Do they
Okay.
cover them like other reptiles do and amphibians? Do they lay the eggs and then cover them up in the ground and let them incubate that way?
Yeah, I believe they do. You can see she's got these nice claws, so those allow her to kind of dig through the sand. She can even dig her own burrows if there's not like any good rock structures nearby. So they're very skilled at doing that.
It's so interesting how aware she is. She is just every sound, every movement, every light. She's like, I want to see. She's very curious.
Now, if people were to come out to the zoo and say, I want to see the Uromastix, how do they get to do that?
So unfortunately, Cleo isn't typically on display. She lives behind the scenes. We have a collection of about 100 ambassador animals that are all behind the scenes. So really it's just kind of being at the right place at the right time. She will come out for encounters.
I always love getting an inside look of what's happening here at the Nashville Zoo. So Jim and Devin, thank you so much for what you share with all of us. Now you can watch Mornings on Main Street and at the zoo and our other programs by downloading our mobile app, Main Street Media TV Mobile. When we come back, we'll have the details for you for Magic in the Park happening this weekend in Clarksville. So all of my Harry Potter fans out there, get your cloaks ready, your wands, and make it out to Clarksville. But we'll have the details for you coming up in just a minute. We'll be right back.
He's an after-luncher. He's a football game half-timer.
All right, boys, it's time.
She's a coffee breaker. Oh, careful. I've got this. She's a whenever I can get 5 minutes-er. Whenever you like to bank, Ascend's app has you covered. Transfer funds, apply to loans, do banking stuff.
I'm a banking person-er. Is that okay?
Yep, come on in. Ascend Federal Credit Union.
We thrive under the lights. A city of performers. Putting on one heck of a show. Headlining night after night. Welcome to Smashville.
Welcome back. Harry Potter fans, there's a family-friendly event happening just for you this weekend, and yes, costumes are encouraged. It is at the Wilma Rudolph Event Center in Clarksville. Event planning specialist Amanda Pitt, who is with the Clarksville Parks and Recreation Department, has all the details that you need to know beforehand, from parking to where you can go to get more information. She shares that with us now.
On Saturday, we have Magic in the Park. It is a Harry Potter fan event at the Wilma Rudolph Event Center from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. There will be vendors there who make specialty items that are Harry Potter related. Not everything Harry Potter related, but for those who love Harry Potter things, the movies, the books, we want to promote literacy. So we have a lot of sponsors and partners that are going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun for all ages. Because of such a warm, wonderful, fun response that we got last year, we had about 3,000 people come to a first-year event. That's incredible. So we said, we've got to do this again. So many people after the fact said, oh my gosh, I wish we had known. So hopefully this year we're getting the word out and everybody's heard about it, and they're going to be there to join us at the event. If people have those costumes or those robes or those house colors, we encourage everyone to wear those, because we have a costume contest with some great prizes. It's going to be a lot of fun. With Magic in the Park this weekend, we are seeing a little bit of rain in the forecast. Mother Nature likes to keep us guessing, which is a lot of fun when you plan events. So this is supposed to be outside at the Wilma Rudolph Event Center. If it rains, we're still having this event. We're just moving indoors. So we encourage people to come. There's parking within the park. There's ADA parking at the event center. And then we've also got parking over at the CMCSS Central Services South building. So lots of parking there. We've got 2 Clarksville Transit buses that are going to run all day. So we've got plenty of places to put the car, hop on a bus, come on over. They're going to bring you right to the front door. We have an app. So there's an app for that. If you go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, they're in there. It's free. You can also check out our website, www.clarksvilleparksrec.com, or you can just give us a call, or you can do a Google search. So there's lots of ways to find out what we're doing wherever we're doing it. Parks and Rec is all over the city, and we have everything from indoor pickleball to wall Pilates to youth camps for kids to all the events that we do, the athletic leagues. It's a lot. So if you're looking for something to do or get involved in, we have it.
Amanda, thank you. I am so glad you guys have a plan to move things indoors just in case of the rain or any weather that we might be getting this weekend. 3 other events to share with you that I would suggest maybe checking into before you head out, but I do want to let you know that these are scheduled for the weekend. You have Musicians Corner and Kidsville at Centennial Park scheduled to take place tonight from 5 to 9. You also have the Hispanic Heritage Festival that's said to be happening here at the zoo on Saturday. So at the Nashville Zoo, that Hispanic Heritage Festival this weekend. And then you have the Wilco Powwow is also this weekend, taking place Saturday and Sunday at the James E. Ward Agricultural Center in Lebanon. But if you have any plans, do check with your destinations to make sure that everything is still going to go according to plan. Again, just in case Mother Nature has other plans for us this weekend. We always appreciate you joining us here at Mornings on Main Street. Have a great day and enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.